All right, welcome back everybody. We're doing our second attempt here at Center City and Pearl, Mississippi. I can't remember exactly what we shot last time. I think it was like 3 or 4 over par. Either way, not the line we wanted. We're trying to shoot 1,000 rated here. That's gonna be either 1 down or 2 down, depending on who you talk to. We're gonna shoot for 2 down, but if I hit 1 down, I'm pretty happy with that. We might try again to get 2, but apologies again for last week. Didn't post one. We were out of town in Boston for Thanksgiving, so back at it. Had some time off. This course is feeling daunting today. We'll see how it goes.
Action.
All right, hole 1 is a 332-foot par 3 up the gut. Just trying to get something in play.
Action.
All right, here's the second shot. Kind of pinched off here on the left. I think can kind of go underneath these branches in this middle gap or go around everything, but then you're playing with the ravine. I don't think that's smart, so I'm gonna go something really overstable right up this middle gap here and just try to break left. Get up there. Woo. Oh my goodness, that was really lucky. You need luck out here though. A knee putt. All right, hole 2 is a 254-foot par 3. Just gotta hit this gap, bleed a little bit to the right, kind of pretty much a straight shot. Anything you can do to hit this gap. We hit the gap. I think that is maybe not quite in birdie range. That might be a little long. We'll see. All right, we're pretty much pin high, a little bit past the basket, but we got to putt for birdie. We got to make these. Weird stance. Good effort. We'll take a par. All right, hole 3. It's a 328-foot par 3 over the ravine. Really hard to imagine that we can birdie it 2 times. So just try to throw the best shot we can. looks pretty good. All right, spoke too soon. We are putting for birdie again. I'll mark that, set the coat down. Still elated. We're 1 down through 3 now. Just got to keep that up. This is a 405-foot par 3, just out there in the field. Should be a birdie. That's probably 15 feet. You filmed it walking up too? You filming right now? All right, putting for birdie. As you can tell through the video so far, my short about dog raz is the truth. Lot of it, but we're staying focused. Can't blame that on the dog. All right, hole 5 is a 372-foot par 3. I left the disc that I would normally throw here at a course I played this morning. Y'all will see that video later. But yeah, I mean, really beautiful hole, scenic hole. Just throw something dead straight. I'm gonna go with a Athena. See what we can do. Couldn't quite get it there, but that's a long putt for birdie. All right, got a really long putt for birdie, definitely outside the circle, but I'm not going to jump it, just gonna try to spin it in there. Good line. All right, hole 6 is 155 feet straight up this little cliff here, real short hole. I keep going long left, so I think I'm actually just going to try to play into the we'll ditch here and have an uphill putt instead of trying to go past it. Still went too far. I'm not gonna, this little branch is in the way. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go up here to the right, take my par, hopefully. She sit? Very good. Try to balance the coat. All right, hole number 7 is a 362-foot par 3. Definitely kind of a 2-throw hole, even though it is a par 3. I like just doing an overstable fairway driver, but I watched some tournament coverage from here from back in, like, I don't even know how long ago it was, but doing the distance driver and getting the big flare skip is good. I just don't trust myself to hit this gap with something that overstable, so. Almost got lucky a second time. We're in the rough on the right. We'll have to scramble for par. Probably scrambling for bogey. Put us back to even. Still a good headspace, I think. You want to say anything? You want to say anything to the people? To the folks at home?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say bogey. We're going up.
Okay.
All right, hasn't been my hole. Luckily we have strokes to play with. It didn't roll all the way down the hill. You can kind of see it's, you roll all the way down the hill, it's pretty much 2 shots to get back up here. So we'll try to make this for double bogey. triple bogey. That's a fun phrase to say. We are at 2 over par now, so still a lot of golf to play to come back, but that sucks.
Action.
All right, we gotta forget about that. Move on. Hole 8 is a 310 foot par 3. Really difficult hole. Got to get over this knoll, go up the hill and to the right, competing with that downslope. Just try to get as far as I can. Really, I think par is good. We definitely need to hunt some birdies. I don't know if this hole is really one that I don't know. I don't know if this one is one that I should run for birdie, but we're gonna try it. Come like behind me or something. You won't be able to start filming that. Pretty good. Whew. I'm afraid I'm close enough I have to run it, so here we go. Here goes nothing. That looked pretty good.
It did.
We're falling apart. We're falling apart. Oh my God. All right. That was bad. That was very bad. Luckily, it's just putting and we can fix that. Throwing has still been pretty good, so. I know I can birdie this, so. Just gotta get right. Oh, I think it hit like a stump. All right. Got kind of a straight look at it. Really, if I'm gonna be honest with myself, it's pretty incredible that I missed that many putts on that hole and didn't roll down the hill on any of them. So that's good. That's good. The course still wants me to succeed. Just gotta get up and down for par here. Should do it. Little tap in for par. Just got to see it go in from any distance. Yeah, that's up. All right, we've made it through the front 9. I believe I am 4 over par, and I think that's what we finished with last round. So anything can happen on this course. Normally when people say that, it's in the other direction, but I'm kind of hoping that anything can happen also means that anything good can happen. So the hole 10 here is a 325 foot par 3 through the gap, up a hill, on a cliff, just like every other hole out here. up there. It's going to be a blind approach, but I'm really happy with par. All right, this is the hole we double bogeyed last time, so getting a par here will kind of cancel out the tomfoolery that happened a couple holes ago. I'm just laying up. Yeah. All right, hole 11 is 275 foot. This is hopefully a shank birdie hole. Probably the hardest dog leg on any disc golf course, really. Well, got really fortunate with that. Grip locked it, hit a tree. Got real fortunate though. No excuse. Ready?
Yep.
All right, another bogey. We're at 5 over now through 11. I can think of a good amount of ways I can at least get back to even. So last time I went too far, just trying to make the corrections, because that's kind of the whole point of the series, is to learn how to be better in this really challenging course. So I'm going to throw a little bit slower speed, kind of the same stability, and try to miss that tree right there in the middle. I hit the tree I was aiming for, so. Really tough angle to approach this green. Just gonna try to get within putting range. That's really good. And of course, don't get the slide to the basket, but I think we can make that putt. All right, this is definitely one of the holes I want to get. So trying to think about how, like, kind of an unorthodox way to approaching a hole you're afraid of. I guess the best way to do that is to just stop being afraid of it and just throw it. But it is a 280-foot par 3 tunnel downhill right past the basket. Basket's on a cliff. I'm not great at throwing mid-ranges, but I feel like if I throw a putter, I am going to throw it too hard and go too long. I kind of want to just hit a forehand into the slope of the hill and have it slide pin high, actually. So let's do that. Paul Macbeth said once, when you're doing approaches to baskets, to never really aim for the basket, aim for a circle around the basket that you would be happy to putt from. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. That's exactly what I wanted, as long as it sits. It skipped pretty far right, but I did what I wanted. Could have put a little more Anheuser on it, but I did what I wanted, and I'm happy with that. All right, we went pretty far down the hill here. It was actually a pretty bad skip. But I was just saying, I kind of like putting perpendicular to this ditch instead of putting kind of parallel to the ditch. I feel like if I miss this putt, I'm gonna run this putt, but if I miss it, I'll still land kind of eye level with the basket instead of, you know, having to putt way uphill or having this like death putt. So we'll see what we can do. All right, 5 over. We're now on hole 14. Now I'm just in a mindset where I want to beat what I did last time. So let's get 2 birdies, or let's get 3 birdies. Have had good experiences on this hole. It's a 402, basically just a 400-foot downhill, uphill shot. Just try not to lose this disc. This is the hole you come to this course to play. It's a little too turned over. We'll have an upshot. Really only have one gap, one way to get there. See if I can do it. All right, 6 over. We'll get a birdie on the next hole though. All right, hole 15 is 445-foot par 4. Hit this gap with something kind of neutral or flippy. Anheuser, have it right up the hill, and we'll see what we can do. Try to do better than we did last time for sure. Hopefully that's in the fairway. I got a kind of unfortunate kick, missed the gap. Lucky I didn't hit first available tree, hit something else. Hopefully I'm in the gap though. Let's go.
Hey.
All right, that was a great birdie. We're back to 5 over par. And comparatively, not too, honestly, I feel like I'm playing better than I did last time. Just the putting's been off a little bit. That one, well, that putt right there will really should boost the momentum. Unfortunately, we're at the end of the course, but we'll see what we can do here. Hole 16, 440 foot par 3, probably the tightest gap on the course, and then have to kind of flare skip really far left. Kind of hug the right woods, but might have a way to approach the basket from there. All right, we're on the right side. Luckily, we made it far enough that we can see the basket. Gonna chip up there. That'll do. Well, well, well. All right, gotta make it. Super cool. All right, real unorthodox here. Make sure not got a legal stance. That was pretty good. Final hole, needless to say, hopefully this is the worst round I play in this series. Now I'm just gonna freaking try to throw it as far as I possibly can. Hole 18, here's a 536 foot par 3. Downhill though, we should, if I get a good hold on this, we should get into some kind of putting range. So let's try to finish on a high note. There's too much hyzer. We're out there. at him. There we go. Recording. All right, well that does it for the second attempt here at Center City in Pearl, Mississippi. Exhausting, mentally exhausting. One thing to take away from it is, you know, you're doing good on holes you did bad on last time. You're doing bad on holes you did good on last time. Really just have to put together all around one cohesive, good effort. And man, is that hard to do. We'll come back next week and try it again. Thanks for watching.